they're going to be the ones forcing a team fight. Bigatron can be a bit more flexible in their approach.
It is still a very team fight heavy composition from Dewa United. But we will see if that's going to be the solution. That's right for Coach Jack Lee for game number 2 of Bigatron Alpha versus Dewa United Esports.
Whew. Early on, we're going to see how aggressive Lanaya can be with this Joy. He's going with the I'm blacking out on the emblem name for the Joy.
No worries, man. What, Lethal Ignition is he going for?
Yes.
There you go.
So he is trying to go as aggressive as possible, but he won't be trying to do damage to the tankier members.
Okay, Super Moreno already been pressured in early game. Kiz and Chaco has a lot of wave clear that can overwhelm Super Moreno in early game. But Super Van, I think he's just trying to find Lanaya in the jungle, but doesn't really manage to do so. Looks like Super Solution is very aggressive.
Yeah, so Reeves are going to be caught in the onward. Brought back to the team. That Earthshatter also connected earlier. And Lanaya is dealing a lot of damage again with the rhythm. Just jumping back and forth. Oh, Lanaya gets brought back under the turret, but still he's able to claim first blood. That Lethal went over to BTR though. No, it's actually Lanaya as well. So a big W for Dewa United.
Looking at the emblems, you can see that Dewa is all about it, all in life, man. The tenacity is all over the place. It's unfortunate for Sorizo. He was trying to get away with the Slam Slam pass, but the Slam Slam expired, and now the top side, Watt gets targeted by Bigatron Alpha.
What happened there? What happened there is like very uncharacteristic for Watt. It's just in the front line, taking all the damage from both Sive and Super Ken, and that is a kill that you don't want to give to this Lancelot.
I think he was just trying to exert pressure. Like Miko mentioned, it's a very favorable matchup for the Bruno. But when you're in a favorable matchup, you have to always be aware that someone is going to try and ruin that day for you. And for Bigatron Alpha, that's going to be Super Ken, who is already on point, just on the turtle at the right moment. Dewa United, can they contest this? Will they try and just gamble on it?
Well, they have the Divine Judgment. That's a resource advantage, I would say, right now. And that's why Bigatron Alpha, they choose to back away. They might have to wait for Super Vin to get level 4 before they ultimately go for a 50-50.
Super Zers are already dragging the turtle away for Lanaya, for Bigatron Alpha. So he's already a plus for Super Ken as he secures the blue buff in the bottom lane though. Sorizo in trouble.
Split used up right now. Sorizo still surviving. Whoa, an Earth Shatter that goes off to the side. Okay. Super Ken going on this gold buff, picks it up with a Phantom Execution. Lanaya going straight to the turtle just to use it to reset those dashes, moving on towards his purple buff.
Yeah. From Lanaya there, like there's no plus whatsoever, right? He didn't even take the red buff. Meanwhile, Super Ken secured that blue buff onward to the turtle, knowing that Lanaya is there to secure his own. So this is a really good play from Bigatron Alpha, knowing the macro really well.
Oh, Super Ken able to dodge from everything, baits them in. Primal Wrath coming down, but Vin finds the Divine Judgment onto Lanaya, who's now going to be able to just dash across the place. Look at the electrifying beats, taking them low, but Sorizo gets out. Vin splits to the other side. Clean turtle take for the red robots.
Bigatron Alpha just outclassing Dewa United there. You can see that if they don't want to stick around, it's going to be very difficult for Bigatron to actually get caught by Dewa United. They have to be the one committing to a fight, because otherwise they're just stuck there trying to go for a kill, but they just can't keep up with the movement speed. This is the signature movement that Bigatron Alpha has always taken advantage of.
Good news though for Dewa United Esports, still almost 0 gold lead, only 200 gold lead for Bigatron Alpha. This is definitely a lead that they want to be on. Shackle mode!
Well, Targe only on Super Vin right now, but he should just fall, and it's Watt who picks up the kill all the way from downtown. That was a really, really far basic attack that got him. Was it actually the Worldie?
Is it the Worldie? I couldn't tell in the middle of all that chaos. I don't think it is though. It's really up again. And Sive
alone, solo, blazing the wet, sustaining quite well. Actually, trading Haze and getting that regen back up. That steel leg plays from Sive. Doing a lot. Divine Judgment now bringing Shaco back. No wild charge to get out. The feathered airstrike claims a kill up top.
Make them miss, make them pay. Bigatron Alpha displaying a clean game right here. And they're getting the right targets. Later on, the longer the game goes, the more this Farsa is going to be a huge nuisance. Lanaya has just so much to do in this game.
And for Pikachu Alpha, there is no source of damage dealer that's been falling in this game. It's always Super Vin and Torito, so it is very ideal for Pikachu Alpha for the kill trades.
And look at the way Super Ken's playing. They're leaving him to be the independent assassin down below. They're playing for the Claude. This is a losing matchup, by the way, for Shiva, and he's got a turret with the help of 4 members total up top. Meanwhile, they're starting the turtle without Super Ken, and he has already cleared out that bottom wave. They're not giving anything to Dewa United.
Super Ken.
Oh! Shaco just baits that in. Dixon jumps in with the onward. Earth Shatter seems a bit desperate here. Finn able to escape. Shaco gets chunked. Cerezo split. Trying to mount Dixon. Mounts him up. And forces Dewa to back away. Cerezo even goes for a pass. Flickers out of the onward. And BTR have just taken another free turtle through their macro plays around the map.
It's just so clean, man. They know that nobody can really punish Super Ken, even if he overextends. Again and again, we saw that he's able to just outmaneuver out of the bulk of the damage of the engage of Dewa United. So sending him alone to the other side to split push fits his role as an assassin. But look at his 4-man squad. Bigatron, will they try and counter?
Oh, Van finds the Divine Judgment onto Watt, and look at Super Ken as the assassin in the back finds the kill. The Primal Red comes down. Watt able to secure the kill, still with the Worldy that kept on bouncing. But it's a gold laner for a roamer. Super Ken jumping back again. Oh, getting all the punctures and dashing across the place. The Blazing Duet comes down as well. Case locked down. Phantom execution from Super Ken. And even a Thorn Rose to get out of turret aggro. Now Moreno on Shaco is dealing some damage. Knows he can't lock him down, but it's a clean dive.
That is crazy, man. Super Vin just finds the right target. Super Ken though, might be aiming for the kill. Goodness gracious, this guy's out of his mind.
Look at the speed on those plays, man. Super Ken is out of his mind right now. Is he back? Who let him cook, man? He is just insane, and there's no solution. No stun available, no root. The only thing they can do is maybe use Watt and the Worldy to try and mess up his rotations, but when it comes out within a second just like that, you just have to preemptively try and do stuff.
Yeah, I think they have to find a prayer here. Just shoot your shot from way downtown for that Worldy.
Oh.
There's no pressure whatsoever from Dewa United Esports, not even going for a Purify. This guy is using a sprint against a Croc, against a Edith. So, I don't know, man. Don't pull off a Skylar in this game.
Ooh. Well, I think for Dewa, they want to try to pull off a Skylar, right?
Yeah.
It's like a different perspective. For BTR, they don't want to do what Skylar's Claude did in the first match, but Dewa, they want to try to replicate what the Bruno did when Skylar played him. And look at Super Ken, he's untouched up top. There are 3 members up top and nobody's walking up to him. Well,
4.
Case does, but he doesn't get anything here. And Super Ken might actually be able to move towards this purple buff.
Yeah, just like that. There's just no threat whatsoever. He's going for a bit of a hybrid build as well, which makes things even more difficult for Dewa United. They have to try and get the damage off onto other members. And right now, Watt only has the Haas Claw, so he has sustain, but he will be able to survive but not do a lot of damage. And Super Ken, once again, it doesn't matter who you are. The roamer, the mid lane, the back line, he just jumps on anyone he sees, man. He's full aggro right now.
Remember what we just saw a Purify there from Moreno. Dixon onward, trying to predict a flicker from Vin, but doesn't find it. Super Ken now, Thorn Rose, jumps with the puncture all in front, knows that there's no onward for Dixon, so he can just do this without any punishment being available for Dewa.
The disrespect, man. He just does not give one. Now with 44 seconds on the Lord, Bigatron Alpha, they're just playing it calm, clean, collected. As long as they don't really give up anything to Dewa United, it's looking like the same kind of conclusion.
He doesn't care. And by the looks of it, Super Ken, how many HP bars he has, there you go. It is a single War X, it is a hybrid Lancelot, knowing that Moreno and Zive already deals that much damage towards the opponent. Super Ken is just there to kind of break the pattern, like just, being in the front line, tanking all the damage, also dealing damage at the same time from the sacks of War X. So, bit of a survivability and also safety in that regard for this guy, as the Lord will come up in just a second for Bigatron Alpha. Will Dewa United do a Hail Mary here? Because this is the first Lord. I don't think they're going to do it.
I don't think so. 2 levels below. Lanaya versus Super Ken. There you go. Dixon goes in. Oh, the split comes down. He's still able to survive for a bit. Oh, Super Vid now with the Flicker Divine Judgment. But it's a 4v5 for the airstrike. Comes down. No wild charge for Shaco. Super Ken dives in deep. Gets caught in the Divine Judgment. Still able to survive. Side with a blazing duet and a Wind of Nature. Melting them down. Getting up with the Primal Rat. Meanwhile, Super Ken. A double kill picked up. Still has the puncture. Moreno getting caught with the Primal Rat. Lanaya jumping in. Electrifying Beast. Not even there yet. Side able to escape for a bit. But what? Finds a shot down. And BTR have lost 3 members.
Oh, Lanaya is definitely electrifying in that fight. Picking up all the kills, picking up all the scraps available for Bigatron Alpha. But then though, that engage, like, is it necessary, Arashi?
I don't think there was a need, man. They could have just saved that play for when the Lord is with them. But now, this Lord technically doesn't really do a lot for Bigatron. Fortunately for them, they've already taken out most of the structures outside the base. But that is definitely not what they wanted, man. Some gold thrown back towards Dewa United. I wonder if we'll see a replay of that. Doesn't seem like it, though.
Yeah, and Shaco. That's a wall charge with Super Hit.
Into an onward and an Earth Shatter. Super Ken now jumping to the back. Walking to be targeted down. Divine Judgment locks him out. Super Ken will be shut down by Watt and even Shive. No, Super Moreno gets caught in the back by the electrifying beats of Lanaya. And it went from bad to worse. That gold lead, 6K down to 4, now down to 2.
Okay, the good news is still 2K gold lead, but the good news for Dewa United is they stave off 4K gold lead. Goodness gracious, this is just a lot of blunders from Bigatron Alpha getting utilized, getting capitalized by Dewa United Esports as they're going to get this outer turret in the top lane. What? Already level 12 onto a level 13. 4-2-3 so far. A pretty good KDA for a gold laner. And his damage is just...
it's racking up.
Ramping up, man.
That's the Bruno power spike. Bigatron Alpha, they are well known to just lose control like this and just go into disarray once something catastrophic like that happens. Hopefully they'll be able to try and maintain their composure, but now Dewa United, they actually have a say in what happens in this game, especially with the Lord coming up right here. No base turrets down just yet. Bigatron Alpha doesn't really have an edge when it comes to the macro department either.
Okay, so Super Ken cannot do the same thing over and over again, cannot replicate what he did in the previous fights where he goes in and just took all the damage from Watt. Because this is late game Bruno right now. It's gonna hurt you in like a lot of ways because Super Ken right now doesn't really have a good physical defense item to go against the Bruno. He only has that Thunderbelt to kind of counter that damage. So he has to play very, very carefully or wait for Super Vin to make an engage towards Watt.
Don't forget, Lanaya is in the mix as well. I would argue he is the one that's even more of a problem because Bigatron Alpha has damage, has zoning potential with the Feather Airstrike to deal with Watt on the Bruno, but look at this, man. Who are they gonna find?
Shive forced to use a sprint already. BMI out of there. And Dewa United have wasted a conceal. They've also given position for that bottom lane. Bigatron Alpha already utilizing this. Super Ken pushing down below, creating a bit of a slow push. Yep, there you go.
Well, it's gonna be Bigatron just waiting for an opportunity, but Dewa just go for the mid turret, trying to brute force a play right here, force Bigatron Alpha into a spontaneous fight. Oh, Dixon almost gets that engage, but for now, Bigatron Alpha still plays it more calculatively. Looking at the top side, the wave is also favoring Bigatron Alpha. This is exactly what they need.
Yeah, they have to make the team fight somehow 4v4 or gets a split push for Isive, and they're doing it right now. Sending the marksman towards the top lane as Super Ken already handling the Lord quite well. There you go. Watt has to go to the top lane to handle the wave. Meanwhile, Super Ken might be pushing the agenda here on the Lord's sake. 3 waves are pushing for Dewa United, for Bigatron Alpha.
Once finally visible up top. This will give Bigatron Alpha the green light to go for this. Dixon, caught on the slam, pass. Trying to be zoned away here. Super Moreno to Watt, no follow-up though. That's good onward. And a wild charge on Super Moreno who's able to escape, but Shive loses his life. Watt in the back and a 1v1 against Super Vin. Now that's a worldie with a killing spree. Bigatron Alpha forced back. Super Cerezo bouncing up Shaco, but there's no one there to help him. He might actually lose his life here with Watt dealing some damage. Flicker out. Super Ken looking for a play, a magical one at this point. Lord still in half HP. Super Ken running for the hills. Watt's in the mid lane just pushing. And Dewa have turned it around completely.
completely, man, like completely. As the gold lead goes to Dewa United, 2K gold lead, man. Like, it's been too much blunder for Pikachu Alpha, I'd say.
Everything was favoring them. They were starting at the Lord. They were forcing Watt to actually make the play, but that engage from Vin, it was great if there was anyone to follow it up with. He just went alone with the Divine Judgment, and as a result, Lanaya can just go in. Lanaya and Keys has just no threat at all going in, and Sive. Now we talked about the Claw just being a bit more vulnerable. This is where you can really see it, right? When it's an even game right now with no gold lead, you can see that the Claw is being a very juicy target for the members of Dewa United, and there's not much that Sive can do about it.
This is why Kadira is better than Kaja in this current patch. Kadira, you can go all alone and just try to burst down someone, but Kaja, you have to follow it up with damage from your teammates. As Dewa United Esports will try to stage Pikachu and Alpha here top lane.
They'll be successful with the base over here. Wild Charge connecting on the two members as an onward on the Super Ken, who's going to be caught, but has a Thorn Rose and a Phantom Execution to disengage. Super Chorizo with a split. Mounting Dixon, bringing him back, and Shive gets some free hits. Immortality used up. Dixon able to escape for now. Slam, blast down as well. Shackle taken low. Still able to escape with the power of nature and the conceal. Brilliant disengage. Chorizo still mounting him up though, brings him back. No immortality for Shackle, but look at Chorizo brought back with the Divine Judgment as well. Shackle still able to survive, but the Thorn Rose assassinates him. It's another Divine Judgment onto Kaze, and that's Shive with a blazing duet cancelled on by the onward, but Ken found the space to dive in deep. Now, Puncture dashing forward, Phantom Execution, Watt with the Rose Gold, and an Immortality kiting away. Ooh. Able to get Vin out right now, kiting away so much. He's able to dish out so much damage, but Immortality will be popped in the end. Another Puncture, once again with the Thorn Rose. Watt's taken down. It's a shutdown. Moreno with Wings by Wings, escaping. Lanaya going for the clear onto the jungle creeps as Super Ken and Shive picks it up in the mid lane. Their airstrike coming down. 3 shots connects. Lanaya is 1 HP. This might be an opening to end the game. Shackle has a wild charge. That's a barrier placed down. Shive able to back away with the BMI. Super Ken needs to be careful here. Gets down with the Phantom Execution. Woo. And again, it's a turn. This time for Bigatron.
Oh, take a breath, Arashi. That was very nerve-wracking from both teams. Just Super Ken. 8-1-2 so far on this Lancelot, playing quite the perfect game in this match. As you can see, the builds from both of these teams.
I think that fight was also Chorizo, man. How was he able to get onto Dixon? I thought he made it out, but I guess we missed something. I wish maybe we can see the highlights later on, but look at the items, man. Bruno going for all the crit damage, but the Pikachu Alpha, they have all the physical defense and a lot of HP to withstand the burst coming in from those criticals. So for Pikachu Alpha, it's gonna be the same game plan but Dewa United have to be a bit more careful right here. They need to try and get the fights that really favors them. A bit of a front to back where everyone's forced to commit, where Dixon and Watt can just output the damage without getting shot down. But look at that!
What was that? Super Ken! That might have been the biggest throw this game. A Phantom Execution wild into a team that has an Edith and a Grok.
Look at Keys, man. He has the Divine Judgment. Bigatron needs to be very, very careful. There is a chance that they can turn it around. Still, Superman goes for it.
Flicker Divine Judgment into the stun for the airstrike comes down. But look at the suppression from Kaze. Plays it away from Shive onto Watt with Wind of Nature as well. Able to dish out the damage. Takes Watt down. It's a double kill for Shive. Super Chorizo now runs away. Split. Going to be able to give him the right amount of sustain to escape. And again, it's a 2 for 3. Still worth it for Dewa. But Super Ken is back up now.
4 seconds though. We have to see, man. Bigatron Alpha can... Oh, I guess Dewa won't be going for it. They are forced to deal with the wave. So Bigatron Alpha, off the back of that blazing duet by Sive, has saved the game. But look at Super Ken, already respecting that burst damage, going for the Athena shield. Now they have the control. Can they find Lanaya before his team backs him up?
Electrifying beats coming down. Whoa, wow! Super Ken was forced to buy the immortality with that one. He lost all of his HP. In desperation, he goes on to the orange buff. Super Chorizo trying to zone them away with a split. And he loses a lot of HP too, down to a quarter.
Lanaya 8-1-6. This is a Joy in the late game. The only one who can stop this Joy is Supervin and Supervin only. But if you're focused on Watt, like, who's gonna take care of Lanaya? There's 0 CCs from Pikachu and Alpha to stop Lanaya.
think
We'll see right
Lanaya
now.
is the more important target here. But Dewa has all the control. They're forcing Bigatron into a fight with the waves pushing in the bottom side. Bigatron Alpha, they gotta make something happen or buy some more time to just maintain these waves yet again. Sure, actually, for Bigatron, it's about going for a proper fight using the wave advantage. But
Wait, what happened? Shiva is dead.
okay, well, Dewa now with the control over the Lord. Super Ken still in the area, but he might get punished.
That's an onward. But the tough boots helps him to get out with the tenacity. Thorn Rose. And Leslie with a puncture towards the minion waves. What happened to Shiva? What? 20 seconds on a death timer, and you can see Dewa United committing onto this Lord. They know that even if it comes down to a retry battle, they want to just go for a 5v4. Divine Judgment and the onward brings Rizzo back. Losing Immortality, that's a wild charge as well. So from Miranda going to be zoned away. Electrifying beats. One more hit. The retry used up. Lanaya uses retry. What? They're still going for the Lord. Superman picks it up. Without a retry, they kept on going. They have lost a few of their members. Super Cat now with Little Truncheon buying some time, but will lose his life. 3-4-0. Superman running for the hills, but Lanaya catches up. And we'll see a game 3 in the series. Lord comes in, but only to the minion wave in the mid lane. Shiva versus the world. He won't be able to defend this one. Shiva backs up. Dewa United against all odds equalize in game 2.
Wow. Just wow. Against all odds.